my dog keeps stopping on walks. How can I make them keep walking? And I used to have method, right? It's like, oh, you toss treats and you do all these other things to keep them walking. I don't recommend that anymore because I now believe so either it's fear, it's a medical problem, or the animal is gathering information about their environment. You could also have an animal that doesn't want to go home because they don't want the walk to end. So there's that too. But I think in many cases, particularly with young dogs, they need to look at their environment to figure out what is going on. And if we don't allow them to do that, I think that that's really impairing their ability to be able to cope with these unknown, unfamiliar experiences. And we don't have data on this. This hasn't been studied yet, but I suspect that sort of rushing our dogs through walks is actually contributing to on-leash reactivity.
And when you say, Kristina, that it's good for them to be able to look at their environment, that includes sniff and smell
Yes.
their environment, right?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but often, and I think the reason I say look is because the examples that I think of, so I guess there's two situations, right? They want to keep smelling and we're not allowing them to continue to smell. So let them keep smelling. But there's also situations where they plant their feet, right? And they're like looking around. I don't know if people can see my video. I think they can.
Yes.
And and the response tends to be either drag them with you or try and convince them to keep going. And I think often they just need to take in the information around them. But or it could be listening, right? Often it's listening. They hear a noise, they want to see what that is. So you're right. It's not just visual, it's all of the senses that they need to be experiencing. I might draw the line a little bit at taste. They don't necessarily need to taste all the things along the walk, but
Yeah. And of course, you're talking about all of these things with and using some good reasoning in the middle of it all. There are times that you may not want the dog to look or to sniff
right.
something, but generally speaking, it's giving them that opportunity to take in what's around them is what you're suggesting.